Hi, I'm Emily, and this is No Expert, and today we're doing a No Expert classic, which is to say, something I haven't made before. Today I'm going to be making a historical mushroom ketchup. That's right, you might have heard of tomato ketchup before, but did you know that tomato ketchup was actually one of the last ketchups invented? That's right, the very first ketchup, as we know it today, was made in England out of mushrooms. So, ketchup originally came from basically people in England trying to reproduce soy sauce that had been brought back from Indonesia and other parts of Asia. People said, I'm not sure what it is, but it tastes good and I'm going to try and make it, but they didn't have any of the information needed to do that, so instead they invented this, mushroom ketchup. And I've never had it before, and I've never made it before, but I think it will be awfully fun to try. To make my mushroom ketchup, the first thing I need to do is combine, I have brown mushrooms and white mushrooms, or cremini and button mushrooms, whatever you want to call them. I have a pound of mushrooms here, which I've cleaned a little bit and just broken down into halves or quarters, depending on how big the mushroom was. I'm going to bring these together into one bowl. I just wanted to show you the two mushrooms separately before combining them. There's no reason for them to be in two bowls. I just like to make work for myself. Pretty simple first step overall. I'm going to combine my mushrooms with 3 bay leaves. And then I need about 10 grams of salt, which is like half a tablespoon. I'm just going to mix this up with my hands. Mushroom mix made. The only thing I need to do is cover this up and let it sit at room temperature overnight. Unless, what's that? A swap. I did a swap. Look, it's a swap, yay! All right, and then this is what it'll look like after 24 hours. Whoa, so different and wet. And mushroomy. Let's keep moving. So I have my mushrooms, which have soaked overnight, and now I need to basically gather their liquid. I need to take the mushrooms and de-liquefy them, and then the liquid becomes my sauce. Well, it becomes the next step in my sauce. So something interesting about mushroom ketchup is that, like soy sauce, it is a liquid. It's not a condiment, it's not thick, like a ketchup you might think of today. It is instead a brown liquid. So when it turns out that way, don't be surprised. All right, so what I have for that is I have my cup measure, which is just nice and clear so we can see into it. I have a strainer and I have some cheesecloth, which I'm going to use to squeeze the liquid out of the mushrooms. So let's just do it. I'm going to take this, pour it into here, gather up my mushrooms, and give them the squeezing of their lives. It's incredible how much liquid is in mushrooms. Now, this is the only part of the mushroom ketchup where the mushrooms are involved, but these once squeezed mushrooms are still good. You can absolutely use them to cook with, or I saw one lady online suggested dehydrating them and turning them into mushroom salt. So that could be neat. Or like a dried mushroom powder. This is extremely satisfying. I do actually recommend this. I don't know what the final product is going to taste like, but if you get a chance to squeeze the liquid out of some salted mushrooms, take that opportunity. All right, so I have my mushroom liquid fully squeezed. As you can see, it made a little over a cup of liquid, which is frankly pretty impressive. The next thing I need to do is start sort of flavoring this liquid, but before I do that, I kind of want to taste it. I just want to know what we're working with here. You can kind of see how someone was like, I think I figured it out. I've solved the problem. They were wrong, but it was a valiant effort. Whoa. Whoa. Very salty. Very mushroomy. Tastes like raw mushrooms. But not in a bad way necessarily. That is just like, I did not expect that to just be like extremely salty, like a saline liquid. It is... I mean, I don't hate it, but it's surprising, that's for sure. To take this from whoa to whoa, I'm going to basically add this cup of mushroom liquid plus 2 cups of cold water, and then I'm going to flavor it with an onion, which I have chopped, sherry vinegar, and these various spices. So I have ginger, black pepper, over here, allspice berries, cloves, and I'm going to grate a little nutmeg in. Now, if you've made ketchup before, or if you've seen me make ketchup before, you might notice that these are actually a lot of the same spices that go into making like a tomato ketchup as we would know it today. So that's kind of interesting. Into the pot, I'm gonna add onion, ginger, my spices, grate some fresh nutmeg, sherry vinegar, my mushroom liquid, cold water, and this is my beautiful ketchup liquid. And we're gonna boil the bejesus out of it. Little vinegar facial there. It smells like a feast. You really get the aromatics and the vinegar, and I'm excited to taste it. So here's what I need to do. I'm going to strain out all of my bits and bobs. This is my liquid, such as it is. I'm just going to funnel it into my little bottle for safekeeping, and we'll give her a taste. So, we made it. Guys, we're here at the end, and we have a beautiful bottle of mushroom ketchup. My liquid gold, possibly. Haven't tasted it yet. Let's get in there. It smells good. It smells pretty much like what you think it would, kind of like a roast beef dinner, sort of. Maybe it's great. Should I try it on its own first or with the bread first? I'm gonna try it on its own first. I should try it on its own first. That's the right way. So, Sancho. It's weird, but it's good. It doesn't taste anything like soy sauce because of the vinegar. The vinegar makes it a totally different thing. But as sauces go, I mean, pretty good. It's subtle, it's light. I probably could have reduced it another. I reduced it as long as I thought I should, but like, could it be more concentrated? Probably. I mean, it tastes like mushrooms. It's pretty good. If I'd never had a seasoning before, I would be like, holy puffballs, that's good. I feel like just the salty mushroom concentrate was probably closer to like a soy sauce, or other similar, like fish sauce was also one of the inspirations for the original attempts at ketchup. It's just like, they found the concentrate and they were like, yeah, that works. And they're like, but I'm gonna play a little jazz with it. Not that they'd ever heard of jazz. They were like, I'm gonna play a little Mozart with it. And everyone was like, that's very creative. We all know what Mozart is, and we all know that he's very creative. That is this time period. But pretty good. I mean, I'd eat it. What? Beef and potatoes, maybe? Fries? Kind of like a vinegar plus gravy, which is like, you can put malt vinegar on fries, you can put gravy on fries. Why not boosh? Both at the same time together in a different way. It's sort of like a proto-barbecue sauce. Like the whispers of the thought of what a barbecue sauce might be. Because you've got like tanginess and spices and onion. I did see some versions with sugar, but the oldest version I found, which was in a 1747 book called The Art of Cookery Made Plain and Easy by Hannah Glasse. Thanks, Library of Congress. But super old version of this recipe did not have any sugar. I tried to like basically base this off of what I could gather out of her recipe and then just like add some of the things that seem to be like the most common, like slightly later iterations, because it's like obviously they probably worked on it, refined it, you know, you don't want to like throw away the baby with the mushroom water. You don't want to like, you know, not listen to the guidance of people that made this sauce a bunch. But I also didn't want to stray too far from the, you know, the original, the beginnings. I guess the long and short of it is pretty good. Pretty good. All right, and that was historical mushroom ketchup. Now we both know a lot more about mushroom ketchup. Delicious. Weird. Actually, not so bad. What a liquid. What do you think? Would you try making it? Would you try this if I ship it to your house? I don't know what I'm gonna do with all this mushroom ketchup. Maybe put it on stuff. I don't know. Anyway, let me know in the comments what you think. Don't forget to slap a like on this video and subscribe to this channel if you want to see more stuff like this. And don't you? Don't you? Kind of fun, right? Kind of cool? Kind of cool being around? Nice, just hanging out. Thanks so much for being here, and I'll catch up with you later. Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye.